This is just a quick video to help you set up LM Studio properly for the new update. So all we have to do as usual is go to the magnifying glass here, which is the search icon, and I type in the model that you'd like to use. Now, over time, we're going to have a number of models that we'll be using. Some of them we'll be using because they have more knowledge. Some of them will be using because they are faster. So the smaller the model is, the faster they can be. And it seems like the smaller the model is, there's a limitation to the knowledge that you might be able to take advantage of within the model. So the current two models that we are using is Cybertron. So we type in the bloke. We want the Una Cybertron model, which is called UNA CYBERTRON. I just copy that. So this is what you're looking for. The bloke Una Cybertron 7B V2 GGUF. That's one of the models we are using. And the other model we are using is called Neural Chat. It's actually made by the bloke as well again. So at the moment, those are the two models we are using. I'm writing code to enable us to use the smaller models, which are going to be faster, and so that if your computer is slower, you'll be able to kind of speed up things more. So the models we're going to be using later on, we're going to be using Phi2, we're going to be using Tiny Llama, and we're going to be using the latest Google Gemma 2B. So for now, though, just install either Neural Chat or Una Cybertron. Like I was saying to people, I really like the Una Cybertron one. But I would say you test the one that you like and the one that works for you the most. So you go to the last one, which is the 7 GB model. It's Q8, quantize 8, 7 GB. That's the one that we're using, and that's the one that I haven't worked the front end on. So once you download it, it should download and it should be available. All your downloaded LLMs would be available on the in that folder. You can see all the ones I'm testing and working on to see if they can work for us and do give us good content. Yeah. So once you've installed it, yeah, all you just have to do is go to this icon that's got two arrows pointing in opposite directions. This is your server. And there's a few things that we want to do here. Look at the apply prompt formatting. Actually, before we say that, it's important that you have this update of LM Studio for this. So this is LM Studio 0.21, 2.16. Make sure that you've got that. If you haven't got that, you've got to go to the home setting and check for updates. It will show you the updates that's available, and you can follow through the update process. Okay, so back to the server. In the server, you're looking for apply prompt formatting, and I want you to switch this to off, because this, I believe, is causing the app to stop for some people. I am doing my prompt formatting in the code itself, so we do not need to apply prompt formatting through LM Studio. So set your prompt formatting to off. Everything else should be like as it is here. So off, on, off. Yeah. Leave the server port as it is there. That's very important. Do not change that. Okay. Now, in the old LM Studio, they allowed us to add threads. It looks like at the moment they are not allowing that, but they are perhaps using the threads as it's available. I'm thinking that's what's happening. But you now have the option to accelerate your GPU. For now, please do not increase the GPU. Leave it at 0. I'm going to make the code work better for increased GPU, because I found that when you speed up the GPU, it definitely runs faster, but it runs so fast that it creates some problems with response to my code. So the code has not yet been optimized for increased GPU. I've left it at a lower GPU because there'll be so many people who don't have a fast GPU like mine, so that it's purely at the moment running off CPU. Okay. So that's all we want. So now for the two models that we're talking about, which is neural chat. If you're going to choose neural chat, it's important that the preset is set to Zephyr, and that is Zephyr, Zephyr. Set the preset to Zephyr, and then load your model. The only other thing that you would want to change is the context length. You want to set the context length to 4,800. And so once you've done that, and that's all the changes you need to make, yeah, you can leave the GPU offload ticked. As long as it's at 0, it's not going to use it there. And just set the context length to 4,800. That's important. Otherwise, you run into some errors and stoppages from the content creation. Okay, so that's neural chat. For Una Sabatron, once you select it, you want to change the preset to chat ML. Chat ML. I'll show you once it finishes loading. So we change this to chat ML. That's capital M and capital L. Everything else is the same as before. We don't change anything else. That's all, right? And once you have done that, all you just do is click the start server, and this should show you that the server has started when you see these blue texts come up here. And then once that's done, you're good to go to start running the front end. Cool. So that's how you set up your server. In the next video, I'm going to be looking at how you use the chat model for private LLM. Okay, so see you in the next video.